Welcome to the Kids in the Sun YouTube channel. My name is Donut. We're excited you're here today. We've got some fun in store. If you haven't already, subscribe and turn the notifications on, and make sure to follow us at Kids in the Sun on Instagram. We've got all sorts of fun stuff, and you can keep up with what we're doing.
Hello, I am Dr. Oops, and you are watching Oops. Thank you again for coming. This is week 3, and today we have another experiment. It will be very fun. Okay, yes, for this week, welcome guests. And for this week, we need another special audience member to come and help Dr. Oops. Okay? Okay, who is in the audience this week? Okay. Yes, you. No, yes, you, Chicken. Very good. Come on up, Chicken. Welcome, Chicken. You are the same Chicken from before, yes? Okay, please tell everyone your name. Okay. Now, Mr. Chicken, I was told it was wrong. It was very wrong of me to lie to you. Yes, it hurt your feelings. Okay. So I am sorry, and it was rude. Oh, thank you for forgiving me. So this week, Dr. Oops is out of toothpaste. So you are out of toothpaste too? Okay, so I will make elephant toothpaste. But no, you cannot have any. No, Chicken. This is my toothpaste. It says Oops. This is Dr. Oops. Oops, sure. Okay, no, this is my toothpaste. Okay, we will go outside now, and you can watch as I make your toothpaste. Okay, come close, Chicken. We will teleport to our outside lab. Okay, you are very close, Chicken. No, come back, Chicken. Don't go away. It might mess up the teleportation. Okay, are you ready, audience? Okay, here we go. Oh, hello. Welcome to my outside lab. I am Dr. Oops. Welcome, Chicken. Yes, see, Chicken is excited. I have my head protection on because this is my outside lab. And now we will do an experiment. And I need more toothpaste. Yes, but you do not get any toothpaste. Chicken, this is my toothpaste. I don't care how much I make. So, the first thing is I have this here. It is very, very secret. Very secret. Nobody can have it except me. No, it's not. No, it's not hydrogen peroxide. It's a secret ingredient. Now, don't tell people, Chicken. Okay, so I will. I'll put some in here. There we go. No, Chicken. This is my experiment. You stay there. Okay, so now. No. Okay. No. I put in the dish soap. No, Chicken. I will scoff you. Okay. So here we have dish soap and peroxide. It's now, we'll put in some food coloring to make it fun. This is red. Boop, boop. No, Chicken. This is my experiment. You do not get any. You stay there. Stay away. My toothpaste. Okay. Ooh. And now this is the super secret formula again. We put in more. And it starts forming. No, Chicken! You stay there. Stay back. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Don't watch. This is my toothpaste. My toothpaste is going everywhere. Okay. Well, there you go. Now I have more toothpaste. I hope you enjoy this experiment. Now I will brush my teeth with the toothpaste. I grab my toothbrush as my dingle hopper here. Dingle hoppers are good for hair combing. See, Chicken, do dingle hopper. And they also are good for toothbrushing with toothpaste. So it just goes in and I just. Okay, don't go for watching Dr. Oops. This has been Oops, and I am Dr. Oops. We are recorded in front of a live studio audience, and this has been very fun. I hope you learned something new and will join us again next week. Bye-bye now. Bye.
Kids in the Sun, I am Dr. Oops. I'm not Dr. Oops, I'm Dr. Donut, Pastor Danny, the man with the master plan. I'm so excited. This series has been so fun. Dr. Oops made elephant toothpaste. Oh my gosh, I didn't even know that was a real thing. It made a huge mess. How crazy. There was a chicken. There was Dr. Oops. It was just such a fun episode. But I want to talk a little bit about greed. I want to talk about greed. Greed is when people don't share, when they keep everything for themselves. And I don't know about you, but I'm pretty sure you don't like when people are greedy. I don't like when people are greedy. Nobody likes when people are greedy. And I want to tell you a story when I was a kid, okay? Something crazy happened. And you know, it actually reminds me of our memory verse. So in 1 John chapter 3, verse 17, it says this. Jesus said this, if anyone has the world's goods and sees his brother in need, yet closes his heart against him, how does God's love abide in him? How is God's love in somebody who won't share is really what that says. If somebody's too greedy, they won't share what they have, God's love isn't in them. Well, guess what? I was at a picnic one time when I was really young. I was probably in elementary school like you guys. And at the picnic, they had some of my favorite things. My mom would never buy cookies. She would never buy chips. We didn't make a lot of hot dogs or hamburgers when I was a kid, and those were my favorite food. We were at this really fun picnic at a park, and we were playing, and we were having so much fun, and I ate a hot dog, and I ate a bag of chips, and I ate a cookie, and then I ate another hamburger, and I looked around, and I'm like, there's a whole tray of hamburgers and hot dogs still here. And so I kept eating and eating and eating. I must have had like 3 hot dogs, like 3 hamburgers. I ate like crazy. I think I had like 2 more bags of chips. I ate a whole bunch of cookies to the point where almost all the food was gone. Well, then somebody said, okay, everybody, come get the food. And a whole line of people came and ran, and I had already eaten too many hot dogs and hamburgers. And by the time they got almost halfway through the line, we ran out of food. I had eaten a whole bunch of people's hot dogs and hamburgers. I was so greedy. I didn't share. I didn't think about anybody else but myself. I was being so selfish. And because of me, there wasn't enough food to feed other people at the picnic. I was so embarrassed. I felt so embarrassed and ashamed of what I had did because nobody got food because of me, because I was greedy, because I ate it all. Have you ever done something like that? Have you ever been greedy and not wanted to share and it hurt other people? It never feels good. We can't show people the love of Jesus if we're too greedy. And I wanted to share a Bible story that Jesus tells. It's called a parable. And when Jesus told parables, the reason he told parables were so they were stories so people could learn. This is called the parable of the rich fool. The parable of the rich fool. That's in Luke chapter 12, verses 13 through 21. And I'm just going to read this. It says this, someone in the crowd said to Jesus, tell my brother to divide the inheritance with me. Now, what that means is when, in the old days, when a mommy or daddy would pass away, the kids got all the money. And so somebody's brother said, tell my brother to share his inheritance with me. Tell him to share the money with me. And Jesus replied and said, watch out and be on your guard against all kinds of greed. Life does not consist in abundance of possessions. He says life doesn't consist in having a lot of stuff. And Jesus told them this parable. The ground of a certain rich man yielded a big harvest, right? He was growing food. He thought to himself, what should I do? I've got too many crops to store. Then he said, this is what I'll do. I will tear down my barn and I'll make an even bigger barn. That way I can have all this extra food. And I'll say to myself that I've got plenty of food laid up for many, many years. I can take it easy, I can rest, I can eat my food, and I can be happy. But God said to the man, "You fool, this very night you're going to die, and then what will you do with all the food you've prepared for yourself?" And then Jesus said, "This is how it will be for anyone who stores up for themselves, but is not generous and does not share." You see, the rich fool, he was so greedy. He had so much stuff, he refused to share it with anybody else, and he ended up dying before he could eat all that food and share that stuff. How sad is that? What a mess for himself. How embarrassed must he have felt? And really, that's sinful. That's wrong. Being greedy is sinful, and it doesn't make God happy when we're greedy. But now think about this. If that man took all his extra food, how many hungry people do you think he could fill? He had a whole barn worth of food that he refused to share. He could have probably fed hundreds and hundreds of hungry people, maybe even thousands of hungry people, but he didn't share. Selfishness stops us from showing the love of God to other people. You might not have a whole lot of stuff, but you probably have some extra toys. You might even have some extra clothes that you can donate. You can give those to people in need. And what happens when we give those things away? We show people the love of Jesus. That is the most important thing. Jesus said the second most important commandment is to love your neighbor as yourself. And I tell you what, would you want somebody to give you clothes or food or money if you needed it? Of course you would. Of course you wouldn't want them to be greedy if you were the recipient. So it's important that you and I are not greedy and we share everything that we have. And most importantly, when we share what we have with others, we can tell them about the love of Jesus. We can tell them that there's a God in heaven who created them, who has a purpose for their life, that he sent his only son Jesus to die on the cross in their place to erase their sins. Kids, that's why we've got to show them the love of God. We've got to tell them that there is a God in heaven who loves them, who created them, that he sent his son Jesus Christ to die on the cross, to wash away their sins, to clean up their mess, to make them brand new. It's so important that we aren't greedy, but we give generously to them so they can experience the love of God. Let me pray for you. Jesus, we love you so much. Thank you for the kids who are watching. Lord, help us not be greedy. Help us be generous in order to show your love to a lost and a hurting world. In Jesus' name, amen. It's time for offering. We always give 10% back to God. Your donations help us keep this ministry going. So all you've got to do is get your mom and dad, and you can text the word give to this number below. We always give back 10% of what we earn to God. We use that money to do cool videos like this, to minister to people, to tell them about Jesus. We even feed them in our food pantry. Thank you so much for checking out our Kids in the Sun YouTube channel. Moms and dads, please like and subscribe our video and our channel right here. If you have early childhood children, we've got some special videos for them. Every Wednesday, we have a series called Family Night Live that is lots of fun, that's geared towards elementary and preschool aged children. We also have a ministry called The Link CITS right here on YouTube. It's one of our featured channels. That's for your preteen students. Thank you so much for your generosity. Your giving helps us continue to make more content like this to tell your kids about the love of Jesus. Go ahead, follow us at Kids in the Sun on Instagram. And if you have prayer requests or you need anything, please reach out. My email is below, dphillips@churchinthesun. We are here for you. Again, thank you so much for checking us out. Go back, watch some of our other videos, and we'll see you soon.